Hi, it's Dr. Rose from Deep Roots Wellness. I'm a traditional naturopath and a certified herbalist, amongst other fun titles. And I work at Deep Roots Wellness in Defiance, Ohio, which is a holistic mental health practice. But you don't have to be a mental health patient to see me. I see people from all over. I do consultations via telehealth and see people here in the office to work on wellness. So today I wanted to talk about fasting, and before I do, I want to mention that these videos are never intended to diagnose or treat anything, and if you need the assistance of a healthcare practitioner, I really suggest that you go and find one. So with that said, I wanted to talk about this because I was talking with a client about it earlier today, and I realized how much fasting has helped me in the past month. And I wanted to share some of that with you because, fasting, there are some safety things to keep in mind with fasting, and there are people that definitely should not be doing this on their own. But I think for many of us, it can really help. So I'm doing a very simple form of fasting, which is basically making sure I go 12 hours without eating. So I stop eating 3 hours before my bedtime. Which is usually I'll have dinner and then maybe a couple hours later I'll have a small snack, and I make sure that that's 3 hours before my bedtime. So I have it all worked out in my head. I've got my schedule, and I try to go to bed at the same time every night. Doesn't always happen, but I try because that's important too. But anyway, and then when I get up in the morning, I make sure that I wait out the full 12 hours until I have breakfast. Now, that does not include drinking my fluids. I have POTS, and I really need fluids in the morning, and I don't think that that's going to screw up the fasting. And I also have my electrolytes in my water in the morning, and that does not seem to matter. The fast is working. So what I'm noticing, which I didn't even realize that this was from fasting until I thought about it, but my mood overall is much more stable, and my sleep, I have an Apple Watch, and I don't like wearing it all the time because of the EMF, but I decided to start tracking my sleep because my sleep was really getting messed up again. I was really having some problems with the quality of my sleep and feeling gross when I woke up. So I put my Apple Watch back on every night. I know, pros versus cons, right? And I have an app called Pillow, and I paid for a month so I could track my sleep quality, and I am watching my sleep quality improve drastically. My sleep quality went from like 70 and 80% up into most nights is now in the 90% range. So that's like fabulous for me. Before, being in the 80s was pretty good, and now I'm in the 90s. So, and really the only thing that I'm doing differently is I'm fasting for 12 hours. So go figure. So improved mood, improved sleep. I have more energy during the day, which is also really fantastic for me. And I think that is a combination of both using the root cause protocol and also the fasting, the 12 hours fasting. And that's all I do. A lot of people go so extreme with it, and they'll do like 15 or 18 or 24 hours. And no, I can't do that. I just don't feel good when I do that. But the 12 hours is working for me. Also, COVID-19. If you have gained your COVID-19, this might help you because I've lost 8 pounds in a month, and this is not taking any kind of like special supplements or any kind of weight loss plan or anything like that. I work out for 30 minutes I do cardio, I should say, every other day for 30 minutes if I'm able to. And then on my days off, I usually do a little bit of yoga, or I do some like really intense housework, or do some like resistance of some sort, resistance training. I don't belong to a gym. I eat fairly clean. but that wasn't making a difference before. So I really think it's the fasting. So I lost 8 pounds in this past month, which is just mind blowing for me, which is really wonderful because these last 2 years I have gained more weight than I'm really comfortable in admitting. So if you have too, this may help with that. I wouldn't recommend fasting as a, you know, a goal of weight loss, but I think weight loss is the result of my body balancing itself. So I think that's always important to keep in mind, that quality of life is always more important than the number on the scale. So anyway, fasting has been used for thousands of years as a medical therapy to help the body detoxify and rejuvenate from all kinds of health problems. So if you're one of those people who has chronic health issues, this may be something for you to consider. I also kind of like that a lot of the world's religions have also used fasting as part of their practices. So those of you who observe Lent, which I believe is happening right now, sometimes people will do a fast or they will refrain from doing something. So that's also a form of fasting, or of going without. So the Bible in particular makes frequent references to the benefits of fasting combined with prayer. Now, I can say, this is kind of funny. So when I started stopping eating before bed, which was really a bad habit for me. I have a pretty late bedtime. And I think because I breastfed 2 children, I always had snacks on my bedside table. And I got into, at that time, the good habit of eating late at night because I was breastfeeding babies right before bed and throughout the night. And I was losing a lot of weight during that time. And I needed a lot of sustenance. I needed some nutrition. You know, I needed to feed my body. And while at the time that was a good thing to do, I stopped breastfeeding and I kept snacking at night. So it's been like, when I first decided, okay, enough is enough. This COVID-19 has to go. What am I gonna do? And I feel like my quality of sleep is screwed up and my mood is crappy. I thought, okay, I'm not gonna do this snacking late at night. And the thing is, like, my body was kind of trained to feel hunger very late at night. So I was getting like, I felt like I was starving at night, and I just could not fall asleep without a snack. So that the first week or so was very, very hard for me. And the reason that I wanted to mention this thing about the Bible making references to fasting combined with prayer is that I like literally had to pray because I was so miserable, because I was so hungry, because I had programmed myself to eat late at night. So I literally had to ask my higher power to give me the courage to get through that hunger, because I can be a real wimp sometimes when it comes to things like that. I don't like being hungry at all. You know, when I'm hungry, I want to eat. And so that was hard for me. But after about a week, and then, you know, going into the second week, that kind of started to settle down. I was feeling a lot better late at night. You know, I was actually not even thinking about snacking. Like a lot of nights, I just eat dinner and I don't even have like my snack a couple hours after dinner like I was, because my body, I guess, is just adjusting, and I guess my brain is catching up with the message that I'm not eating at night anymore. So it's gotten a lot easier for me. So that's what I do. I basically stop eating 3 hours before my bedtime. I go to bed, I get up in the morning, and then I begin eating my breakfast, like actual food, at least 12 hours after I ate the last thing the day before. So if I happen to have a later snack, then I make myself wait, you know, till the next hour or something. So how does fasting work? The primary way in which fasting is beneficial is by simply giving the body time to rest. Specifically, the digestive organs are given a break from digesting food. A tremendous amount of energy is required for digestion, and the body can use this saved energy for healing and regeneration, which I think is why I'm feeling so much better, because I mean, my digestive system has been screwed up since I was a little kid, honestly, and it's taken a lot of work for me to kind of get it regulated again. So, at least somewhat. And I think it takes my body maybe even more energy than like a typical person would with a healthy digestive system. So I've freed up a lot of that energy to focus on healing like my thyroid and my liver and my spleen, which all need attention, and probably my kidneys too. And my reproductive organs and things like that. Like, I really feel like I can just tell such a difference, And I think when you feel better, it's working. So I'm going to keep doing that. So fasting also allows for more expulsion of toxins. And this is particularly true for the liver, as I already mentioned, which is to break down and metabolize all the toxic substances that enter the body. And the immune system is also given a break from dealing with toxins from our food and water supply, as well from our environment. So, when you think about it, like, we can eat organic, we can filter our water. I even distill my water, my drinking water, and I add trace minerals to it, things like that, because I'm really concerned about trying to allow my body to heal instead of forcing my body to deal with extra toxins. I think, like, the more work you give your body, the less energy it has to do other things. So it gives the body a break from those toxins, because and we can't avoid it. Even like the 5G and which you should turn off at night. Put your phone on airplane mode, turn off your Wi-Fi if you can. Drink the cleanest water you can. Try to eat organic foods, grow your own foods if you can. But our air, our water, our environment is so polluted. The packaging that our food is in is polluted. We just can't escape it. There are very few places left on earth where you're not going to be exposed to a lot of toxic assaults. So fasting just gives our body a little bit of a break from dealing with some of the toxins that we put into it every day. So I really love it. I've had a lot of clients ask me if they should fast, and I think I just really needed to try it for myself. I mean, the research is out there, the evidence is out there, but I really just wanted to try it myself so that I could feel confident in recommending it to others, because that's kind of the way I work. When I recommend a supplement, or I recommend a certain practice or a foundational lifestyle change, if I haven't tried it myself, I don't feel comfortable. Even if there is a lot of research behind it, I don't always feel comfortable or confident recommending it to other people. So now that I have experienced it for myself, I feel like it's definitely kind of got me out of my healing plateau and kind of taken me to another level in my healing, and I'm just so grateful for that. So of course, if I have good information and good news to share, I'm going to share it with you guys, and encourage you to try it yourself if it's healthy. So there is a safety concern with this, and this is one of the reasons I've hesitated to recommend it. So please be cautious. People with blood sugar problems. Now, I do have some blood sugar regulation problems, not severe, but I've always had I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, which is a problem with some insulin resistance. So we have to be really careful, and that's why I only do 12 hours. I don't do anything extreme. But people with blood sugar problems, such as hypoglycemia or diabetes, or if you have PCOS, I really encourage you to consult someone, a trained practitioner that is familiar with fasting, who can kind of guide you through it and let you know the warning signs to look out for. And this is also true with any other sort of systemic or metabolic disease. You know, these metabolic diseases are the diseases that are killing this generation. So while fasting can help reverse some of the symptoms and help balance these metabolic diseases, we also need to take a very careful approach to fasting if we have these diagnoses. So definitely make sure that you're getting some good solid advice and guidance from somebody who is experienced with this. I do feel like now I've got enough experience under my belt that I could probably guide some people in this journey, depending on what their situation is. So I am accepting new clients if you're interested. I do consultations. I'm not a medical doctor. I didn't go to school to study illness. I am a traditional naturopath, and I went to school to study wellness. So if you're looking for a practitioner like me who uses foundational lifestyle changes, food as medicine, herbs, supplements, things like that. We talk a lot about elimination and digestion and all kinds of natural health things. So if you're looking for someone like that to guide you through your journey in fasting, please reach out to me. Our office phone number is 419-239-2113, and just hit 0 and talk to Bailey, and you can get established as one of my clients. Or send me a message and I will get you hooked up. If you have any questions about fasting, feel free to leave a comment on this video, and be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. I try to put out new videos as often as I can, and share information that has helped me and my clients, and hopefully will help you and your loved ones as well. So thank you for tuning in. I know you have a busy life, and I'm humbled and grateful that you have taken time to listen to me ramble about fasting today. Have a great one.